Hey guys, in this video we'll be going over the Sculptor. The Sculptor is a character that appears in the Precursor Legacy. He lives in Sandover Village on the western side near the entrance to Sentinel Beach. His hut resides on its own raised section of land overlooking the open water. The hut has a large cone-shaped roof made from wooden tiles. It also has an anemometer at the very tip of the roof. This is used to measure wind speed by counting the amount of turns the cups make over a set period of time. The roof also has two large eaves that seem to be inspired by Japanese architecture. It has smooth stone walls with a brick foundation. Around the perimeter of the hut is a large deck surrounding it. The hut has 5 windows, 3 smaller ones with glass and 2 large ones with hatches that open up. There is a ramp to gain entry to the hut, and a single lantern to light the doorway. You can see moths gathering around this at night. Inside his hut to the right is a window with a lantern above, and to the left of this is his bed. It has a pillow and a couple cushions. Above the bed is a shelf with some books sitting on top. Continuing to the left is a large open window. This has a curtain and flowers in the windowsill. Next we have some barrels, next to an open fire with a cauldron hanging from the chimney. Then we have a table and stool, with a bucket and a shelf above, with a jug, cup and bowl of fruit. To the left we have another window, being obstructed by some slabs for the sculptor to work on. There is also an extremely large piece in the centre of the hut the sculptor is currently working on. Above these slabs is another lantern, and close to this a shelf with a bucket on top. Below this shelf are a couple of tables and a stool with 4 chisels and a couple of hammers, used to sculpt the slabs of material. This brings us to another window, again with a curtain and flowers. We have another bucket and stool here, and a chest below the final window. That brings us back around to the door. As you can see, there is no way of closing this door. The sculptor himself can be found in his hut, trying to find inspiration. You can hear him talking about how he is feeling, losing his muse, sounding quite distressed.
I can't work like this. I'm as inspired as this rock. Oh, where is my muse? Oh, I just can't do it anymore. Oh, man. Oh, I wish I had some inspiration.
He has wrappings around his feet and lower legs, dark blue pants, light blue shirt, and a blue bandana tied around his neck. You can see more wrappings coming up his arms, although these are mostly covered by the large red fingerless gloves he is wearing. He has purple spiked hair, sideburns and goatee, along with purple eyes and eyebrows. One of his ears is also pierced, having 2 rings in it. On his head and over his face you can see the large face shield. It has a green band going around his head. This is used for protection while he works. He is also wearing a brown protective apron with a few patches and holsters for his tools. This is tied around his waist with an orange belt. The sculptor has lost his muse. He has lost all inspiration to do his work without her. He tasks you with finding her in Misty Island, in return for a power cell.
Hey! Little furry dude! Oh, I thought for a moment you were my muse.
Your what?
Haven't you ever seen a muse before? It's a little glowing squirrel about your size, full of spunk, and crazy as a lark.
Oh, I get it. Like a sidekick.
As a matter of fact, without my muse, I just can't sculpt. But with her around, I see beauty in everything, you know? Right now, I couldn't chisel my way out of a box. I think she ran away to that misty island. I just hope she's all right. It's worth a power cell if you bring her back to me.
Wait a minute! We are not going back to Misty Island! Are we? Hey! I see the sculptor's muse!
Oh, my muse! You saved her! Oh, you really are the best. Here, take this power cell. I won't need it now that I have my inspiration back.
Bringing her back uplifts him, and he is now able to sculpt again. The muse is now perched on top of the large rock as he sculpts away, gazing up at her from time to time. In the official Jak Free Guide, there is a section of interviews with Naughty Dog, and a Where Are They Now section. Here's what it says about the sculptor. The sculptor became an international celebrity, as sculpted to the stars, specializing in famous heroes and garden trolls in various bizarre poses. Sadly, riches and success posed too much as the sculptor lived fast and pounded rock too hard, leading to painful, debilitating case of carpal tunnel syndrome. Painkillers took their toll, and the sculptor hit stone bottom during his Studio 45 days, where he was seen hanging out in more ways than one with other famous artists and well-heeled celebrities. The sculptor finally went into recovery by chiseling a 12-step staircase into Sentinel Mountain, the fashionable recovery program at the time. The sculptor later became even more controversial when he confessed his undying love for his muse and married her in a private ceremony in Malabay. Miraculously, upon the wedding kiss, the muse transformed into a beautiful and willing genie. Some people have all the luck. The sculptor is a great character in the game. He is very laid back, apart from when separated from his muse. It would have been great to see some of his creations in the surrounding area of his hut. And that's my overview on the sculptor. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next one.